Okay, I think I look like a hippie with these big ears. Or like an elf. I look like an elf. I need some makeup on, but I'm about to shower anyway, so no big deal. I am coming to this awareness about myself and like what I did to my parents through my addiction. And like for the longest time I couldn't understand why they were giving me such a hard time about certain things. And so scrolling through Facebook, see what I could give them a hard time about, right? Or my mom at least. And 'cause my dad does not have Facebook. He's old school. He has a flip phone. I just went back to 2014 and I started to recognize like what it must have been like for my parents to go through everything, like where everything was fine and dandy and their daughter had just gotten married and had a baby and was working at the Walmart home office and everything was normal, and then all of a sudden, like overnight, you know, we're in jail and they find out that we have a problem and with drugs, and then they have my daughter. Like, so I started realizing that like what kind of loss they must have felt emotionally and grief they must have went through watching me go through that and losing me that way for so long. And so like I don't know, I just never it's taken me 5 years to finally get out of my own bullshit to this level of out of survival mode, to recognize like the pain I put my parents through. Not just my daughter. I knew that I was putting her through shit, like hell. You know what I mean? Like going without both of her parents was very, I can imagine like the damage that's happened. Like, I mean, I already see some of the side effects, but like that's something that I can work on to build a healthy relationship with down the road in the future. But I never recognized how much hell it was for my parents too. And that's been something in my journey that's pretty amazing, coming to that awareness and recognizing that my recovery isn't just about me getting myself back to a better place and my daughter. It's also about my family getting me back. And so I'm just really grateful for that awareness that I'm having, like this wise, you know, I'm growing wiser every day that I focus and stay in my recovery. And I'm just really grateful for that. I have an interview tomorrow for a nonprofit. And I'm really hoping I get the job. I have this willingness to learn and to help others. And I don't really know where it's going to take me right now just yet. I know I am pro-felon rights. Pro-laws changing for felons. Like, I want to start a movement to help felons like overcome like the discrimination that's happening against us when it comes to voting, when it comes to bearing arms, when it comes to gaining employment. That's the biggest one. That's the biggest struggle right there. And when it comes to living in housing where they don't discriminate against you for being a felon, where you're capable, like, I don't think that they should be allowed to do that if you're a nonviolent offender, if you were just had drug charges. Like, if you're a violent offender, like, that's a little tricky. If you're a rapist or a sex offender, pedophile, that's a little tricky. You know, that's something they kind of need to know, depending on how long ago it was, depending if it was like a one-time incident, like if the girl was 17 and you were 20 and like her parents called the cops on you kind of thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's... Anyways, so long story short, I'm pro-felon rights, and I've been rehabilitating my student loans and getting back into school. I intend to start back school this fall or in the January. And I don't really know just yet what I'm going to do with that. I have a coach, like a career coach. He normally works with CEOs and executives of large corporations, but he's decided to work with me and donate his time to me because he sees something in me. He sees potential. I don't really know where the potential is going to go yet. Hey, I may end up being the senator or working as in the legislature or the Senate. You know, like, I don't know. Like, I have a lifelong goal and a big, really big, amazing dream where I see myself. Several. I just have to decide which path I want to take. And then find a way to accomplish that with my background. Like, that's a whole different story. But, like, I have very minimal, like, I never manufactured drugs. I got caught with some pills, you know what I mean? Like, I was an opioid addict. I got caught up in that epidemic that's going on with my generation, and it was very toxic, and it changed my life, and I can't take that back, but what happened to me, I learned and grew from. Like, I just can't. I don't know. And my roommate's sick. She is sick to the T, like, with a fever. I'm like, get away from me. Stay away. No. I'm thinking about getting a puppy. I really want it. I just don't know if I have the money to buy it. I really want it, though. It's so cute. It's like, I'll show you. It's like this big. Like this big. It's a puppy. And it's like a Chihuahua Terrier mix, but it looks like a terrier, like white with a black spot on its eye. It's so cute. And I could cuddle with it. You know, they say in recovery, like, after you're sober, get a plant, and then after 2 years sober, get a dog. Well, I'm going on 2 years sober. Might as well get the dog. Maybe. We'll see. My dad says no, but I'm like, it's so cute. It's so cute. I need this cigarette. I do look like a hippie. I look so cute. I think I'm losing weight. I know I'm losing weight. I've been taking myself off my medication, and I'm really excited about that, so. The only problem is I get insomnia now. Like, I'm waking up so easy in the middle of the night. I never do that. I hate that. I really, really hate that. Sorry. My hair's crazy right now. But my daughter made me something so wonderful. She can write. She's learning to spell. She's so smart. She is top of her class. I'll show you what she made me. It's a flower and a snowflake, and I don't really know what that is. Maybe it's a tree or something. The sky. But it says, I love you. And it's got this, like, little, I think it's a house right there. I think. It's kind of like a house. And that's a necklace for sure. Right there. It's a necklace. That bandana is hers. I borrowed it. I was like, I'm going to borrow this, Scarlett. You're 5. You don't wear it. She's like, Mommy. And I was like, I'll bring it back this weekend. I will bring it back. Don't you fret, little girl. Don't you fret, my little one. She's not little either. She's 5 and literally up to my boobs. Okay? I'm 5'11". I'm literally like 6 foot tall. And she's up to my boobs. This. Right there. This side. Like, it's like, can you imagine? Like, she's like 4 feet tall already. She's my little giant. My little baby giant. I can't get us to do this. I need my bangs cut again. They're getting long. They need to be like here. Anyways, I am babbling, and I probably should get off here. But I'm in phase 4 of a drug court. I'm so excited. I don't even know where my lighter is right now. Hey, you got a lighter? Yeah. I'm gonna get off here. I will talk to you later. Peace out. Oh, and Scarlett learned this. Do you know what this means? Do you know what it means? It means I love you. Every time I see her now, before I leave, she goes.